I would like to now welcome Mr. Rajeev Menon, President Asia Pacific, excluding Greater China, Marriott International, for his keynote address. Welcome, Mr. Menon.
Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Thank you so much for allowing me the opportunity to speak with you today at the 5th edition of the BW Hotelier Indian Hospitality Summit and Awards 2020. India's tourism industry continues to play a critical role in the country's economic prosperity, and it's great to see so many distinguished leaders and tourism professionals at this event. Let me begin by applauding BW Hotelier's efforts as they organize the largest 5-day virtual summit through these difficult times. These are truly tough times, and it takes a great amount of effort to pull such a show together. So congratulations to BW Hotelier. There is an esteemed panel of speakers who I'm sure will share great insights and learnings over the course of these 5 days. And to me, it's also heartening to see the industry coming together, especially during these tough times, to recognize top talent and create a sense of optimism and hope for millions of folks who are employed in the world of travel and tourism. I believe that there is a silver lining in every crisis, and as long as we continue to recognize the opportunities, I am confident that the industry, we will come stronger out of this crisis. When we talk about COVID-19, it is important to remember that this is a humanitarian crisis, first and foremost, with over 25 million people infected and close to 850,000 deaths globally. And the effects have triggered a severe economic crisis, which has impacted our industry like never before. The pandemic has impacted every part of the world with unprecedented revenue declines. It is, however, becoming apparent that where governments have managed to contain the spread of the virus, those countries are bouncing back as there is considerable pent-up demand to travel around the world. As an example, our hotels in mainland China did under 10% occupancy in the month of February, which was when they were facing the height of this pandemic. However, in the month of August, we'll close with over 70% occupancy. And pretty much all of it is driven by domestic travel. We are also seeing a number of other markets like South Korea to get close to 50% occupancy threshold, and other markets that are dealing with a second or third wave of this crisis. Looking back at the last 6 months, I would like to share with you some of my key learnings. 4 things clearly stand out. First and foremost, I'm truly amazed by the resilience of all stakeholders in the business of tourism, be it our associates, our owners and development partners, or our customers. They have all adapted to the adversity and taken on the challenge. Second, it has been amazing to see the level of creativity and innovation that's come out during this time of crisis. When we talk about people being pushed to the limit or having their back to the wall, they have come up with great ideas and initiatives, which to me will become the norm for the future. As an example, Marriott on Wheels in India is here to stay for years to come and will become a great revenue producer for us. I also believe companies that have strong culture and values will come out stronger from this crisis. It's important to remember that culture and values truly get tested during tough times. And while all of us have to make difficult decisions, it's how we make those decisions and treat people along the way that will matter. I'm extremely proud of our 20,000 odd Marriott associates and leaders in India who continue to help us navigate through this crisis. Finally, fourth, being the industry contribution to the community across the board. In Asia Pacific, I've seen our hotels become quarantine facilities and in many cases take on medical staff who are dealing with frontline situation, handling patients with COVID-19 and housing them in our hotels. And it's these efforts by hundreds and thousands of our associates that have gone out of their way, putting their own lives at risk, have truly been admirable. And to me, we cannot underestimate their contribution to the communities at large. Many leaders are saying that our business will change forever. Coming out of the crisis, the travel will never be the same again. I'm not sure if I necessarily agree in entirety with this comment. And as an example, I want to take you back to September 11th, 2001, when the terror attacks happened in New York. There was a common perception that air travel would change forever and people will stop traveling long haul because of the amount of scrutiny, security, other issues. However, what we've seen is in the last 10, 15 years, travel has boomed. We've seen people travel across borders, and in fact, last year, close to 1.3 billion people around the world crossed borders. I am hopeful that this number will get to 2 billion in years to come. And most of this growth is going to come from within Asia, as intra-Asia travel continues to grow at a rapid pace. Now, many of you know that Marriott has over 140 million Marriott Bonvoy members around the world, 45 million of which reside in Asia. What we are hearing from our Bonvoy members and all the research we do internally plus external documents that we get to see, that travel is here to stay, that people are just waiting for either treatment or vaccine to become available, and we believe that confidence in travel will return. However, to better prepare ourselves for the post-pandemic travel, I do believe that as an industry, we need to focus on three specific things. First and foremost, cleanliness and hygiene as the new amenity. I'm a firm believer that organizations and brands that are able to consistently deliver high levels of cleanliness standards will get premium, both on rooms as well as food and beverage. I also believe, number two, we can achieve a high level of personalized experience by using contactless technologies. Now, some of you may say that's counterintuitive, but let me explain. Using Marriott Mobile App, our customers never have to really physically interact with one of our associates. They can book their hotel stay online. As they show up to the hotel, they get directed to the elevator, then to the rooms. Once they get to the room, they can open the door using the mobile app and the mobile key. They can stay through, order room service, send mobile request. And with all the information we have, we can personalize their experience from the pillows they like to sleep on, the amenities they prefer in the room, all the way through, making sure that the entire experience is highly personalized without having to interact physically with an associate. Similarly, we are seeing similar technologies being used in restaurants and other areas. And I genuinely believe that will continue to grow and grow and grow. And finally, to me, it's reimagining our organizations, leaders and companies who are able to reimagine and rebuild their organizations using the learnings of this crisis will come out stronger. For example, ability to multi-scale our teams, ability to create digital platforms, not only from a learning experience point of view, but also from bringing about more efficiency in the system. As I mentioned earlier, that we are seeing green shoots of business around the world. And this recovery is led mostly by domestic travel, many cases staycation and leisure travel, and restaurants and bars, followed by domestic corporate travel. Now, I do believe, given India's strong domestic market, there is every possibility for us to see a strong pickup in demand once the COVID-19 cases start to come down and all the states open up their borders and open up for business. In talking with many government officials across Asia Pacific, I believe the regional travel will start towards the second part of the fourth quarter or early next year, and long-haul international travel really will start from about second quarter to mid-2021. We also believe, based on the analysis we've done internally and externally, that full business recovery to 2019 levels will only come by the fourth quarter of 2022. To us, India remains one of the most important markets with tremendous opportunity for growth. As many of you know, that Marriott has over 120 operating hotels in India, and over the next 6 months, Neeraj Govil and his team are going to open another 7 hotels around the country. Another interesting fact, across Asia Pacific, and including India, we continue to see strong development pipeline, including new hotel signings, and even better than our 2019 numbers, which will tell you that the development community and our owner community still believe in the long-term prospects of our industry. I continue to remain optimistic and strongly believe in the ability and resilience of my tourism industry colleagues in India and their ability to bounce back stronger. The opportunity for growth remains tremendous, and we shall all continue to focus our efforts in reviving travel and tourism in the country and bringing back travelers' confidence as things start to normalize. Lastly, my heart and thoughts go out to people who have been affected by this unprecedented virus, and we appreciate the healthcare workers, local communities, and governments around the world who are on the front line working to contain the spread of COVID-19. Thank you, everyone, for joining me and allowing me to share my thoughts. It is an absolute pleasure to have been able to connect with you on this platform. Thank you, BW Hotelier, once again for your efforts, and congratulations in advance to all the winners. Please take care and stay safe. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Menon. And while you're there, I'd like to call Bhuvnesh to come on the screen, as he'd like to say a few words to you.
Sure.
Thank you, Raj. We just spoke, and what a wonderful session with you. Your words always ring for our country, for our industry. And what a beautiful way to start the BW Hotelier Indian Hospitality Summit and Awards with you giving a keynote session on day one. I'm truly happy and thankful to you. Keep coming back. India needs more of your guidance as we plow out of this. And I can't forget, I was minutes before you logged in, I was speaking. I said it was the 11th of July 2014 when we both sat over a cup of coffee. I was a nobody. I still am a nobody. But you gave me an opportunity. We spoke and I told you, listen, this is what I'm bringing in to India with Hotelier International. And you guided me through, and see the seeds that you helped sow. It's a full-blown tree and doing decently well in our space.
Bhuvnesh, congratulations. You have done exceedingly well. I'm extremely proud of where you have got to, and plus, more importantly, from an industry perspective, this is a great way for our industry to continue to celebrate and learn from each other, even during the toughest times our industry has ever seen. So all the very best. I can't wait to come across and see you and my other colleagues in India as soon as travel begins. The last time I sat on a plane was end of February, which is unimaginable, but that's the reality of times. And we have learned many things in terms of how to deal with a crisis like this. But I know our industry continues to adapt, continues to stay resilient, and we'll all come out stronger than ever before. So thank you ever so much. And to all the industry colleagues, thank you for giving me the time again. And again, all the very best. And we look forward to a stronger, healthier, and much better future together.
Thank you for your time. Thank you for your kind words. They mean a lot to us. And we look forward to seeing you soon here in Delhi. Thank you again.
You will. Thank you.
Wonderful day and a wonderful year ahead as we get out of 2020. Thank you.
Thanks so much. Thank you.